And of course, we become proactive in 1996. For the first time in 72 years, we changed our currency. We went to a much more sophisticated format and then changed it again 8 years later, as we do every 8 years now. And so we have a new $100 bill coming out. We had a new 5 out this year. And we try to make it a little more secure than the last format. The bill is secure. The problem is the people who are taking the bill, they have absolutely no idea what it is they're supposed to be looking at because management doesn't want to take 5 minutes to teach them. Last year, Walmart reported more than $50 million in counterfeit money at their stores. Now, Walmart says on $300 billion in sales, that's a drop in the bucket, but the taxpayer picked up the tab. And today, of course, we don't train. We like to find cheap substitutes for education. So, Robert, I bought you this pen. Don't lose it. It cost $1. When somebody gives you a bill, you just take it and you go like that. And if it's just this color, you know the bill's good. That's it. I just go like this. That's it. What is that pen? It's a felt tip that checks the pH level of the bill. Money has a high pH level because we bleach it white in order to engrave it. But Office Depot, Office Max, Staples carry about 3,000 stocks of paper similar to currency in pH level. A little damp sponge and bleach will give you the same reaction. But we're so tied to the pen now, you go to the convenience store and the clerk goes, yeah, even though you have misspelling on this bill, as long as you got that mark, no problem. Off they go. So I never let my audience leave without taking 5 minutes to teach them how to spot a counterfeit bill 100% accurately with no margin for mistake or error and how to do it in just a couple of seconds. To the right, we have a portrait of the president. This is called a VAT mold watermark. When you hold the car title up, that's a Fortnier watermark. That requires a light source. So the teller in the cage can just bring it right here, see right into it, sees this clearly, two-tone, eyebrows, hairline, chin line, front and back. Counterfeiter can't do this, so he uses a grease pencil, an old trick of drawing the watermark with a grease pencil because that's like dropping butter on paper. Even though it dries, you have a stain through the fibers of the paper. It appears as a watermark. If you rubbed it, it would smear. Here, of course, permanent. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, we use an ink called OVI, optical variable ink. When you look at the bill, it's very shiny, very metallic, very sparkling, until you tilt it slightly forward, then it turns jet black, solid black, flat black, dull black. That's how you authenticate it's absolutely real. The counterfeiter cannot do this. The North Koreans couldn't do it. The Colombians couldn't do it. And of course, that's why it's still on our bill today, called OVI, optical variable ink. And that's how you verify the bill is real. Just a slight tilt should go back to its dead color, black, and otherwise a shiny number. Hold the bill up under a magnifying glass and the number 100 to the bottom left corner of the front of the bill. You should see the word USA 100 times. This is microprinting, type style at 0.010, so small the human eye cannot see it, copiers cannot see it, scanners cannot see it. But on a real bill under a magnifying glass, clear, precise, sharp. If it's there, you probably have the real bill. Look at Ben Franklin's lapel under the magnifying glass, and on the lapel in the portrait, following the crease of the coat, you should see the words United States of America. If you can read that clearly, you have the real bill. If you can't read it, you probably have a counterfeit bill. Let's take a 50. We'll blow it up 200 times its actual size billboard. If I brought you up to the screen right here and asked you what was in the scroll to the left and the scroll to the right, you'd say, just kind of loops over and over. What's in it? You'd say, I don't see anything. 200 times the size of the bill. However, with a magnifying glass, inside the loop is the actual denomination written out of the bill, 50, 50. Each time it loops all the way down the left, all the way down the right. This is a $5 bill, it'd be 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, all the way down the left, all the way down the right. If I asked you to look at Grant's collar under a magnifying glass, you'd find the words United States of America trailing the collar. And if you can read it clearly, sharply, then you probably have the real bill.